Live stream. Assalamu alaikum. Can everyone hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Brother Arab. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam. All right. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Sincere apologies. We had some technical difficulties, but we are ready to go. Inshallah. I think we have everybody in the room now. We can see everyone. We'll get started. I'm going to smile because we had some technical difficulties. Imam Chebli, please forgive me for that. We're going to get started. What we're going to do here is, the first thing I wanted to do is remind everyone, and I'm just sharing something right here, is do your part. Donate to ISCJ today. We talked about this last week. Imam Chebli already made the donation. I know other people have made donations, but ISCJ has to pay their bills. There's utilities, insurance, security, salaries, et cetera, and please, so go online, iscj.org, find the donation link, or mail the check to P.O. Box 628, Monmouth Junction, New Jersey, 08852. It is essential. We're one community, but we all have to do our part. You know what's going on. We haven't been able to go to the masjid, none of us, even though we want to, but we still need to support the masjid in many different ways, and this is an important way. So I just want to make sure everybody understands that. So please do your part, inshallah. Imam Chebli, how are you?
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, brother. And alhamdulillah, after this short difficulty in technology, Allah opened the door for all of us.
Inshallah, inshallah. Imam Chebli, tell us about your week.
My week, well, alhamdulillah, I started every morning after 4:30, 5 o'clock a.m. doing my Salat al-Fajr in my house, no masjid. Then, alhamdulillah, if I'm not fasting, we are in Sha'ban, I have the breakfast, then inshallah ta'ala we'll take another 1 hour just as a relax with the family. Then we go outside the home in early morning, see the sun, do something between my library in the home and my library in the garage. Then I come back 8 o'clock sharp to be in my bedroom, lock the door on me, no ground kids, just the phone, email, receive message from you, from everybody. And today, alhamdulillah, in early morning after Salat Fajr, I have 1 hour, 60 minutes talking to my Imam Sheikh Qari Basit, discussing, from MBIC, discussing many things. We went all the way to Hajj to see what we can do, talk to the Hajjaj and all these things. And alhamdulillah, this afternoon, I was able to give my body 1 hour exactly from the beautiful sun. People say, where is the vitamin D, vitamin C? I get 1 hour, alhamdulillah, free vitamin. Then I come back inside the house and I was preparing myself to see your smile today with the other brother and be with my community, alhamdulillah. And I took a couple of pictures. One guy from my Richard Road, mashallah, he's driving, his what we call it, golf, carriage.
Yeah.
And he has the American flag on it, and some kids was riding behind him. This is what we do every day with Dean and Jibreel. My wife and my daughter-in-law walk around the masjid for 1 hour and come back, which means our life have to be run exactly as we like to do. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you for the question, inshallah.
Alhamdulillah. Imam Chebli, so I know we started late here, so I want to get into some of the questions here. First thing is for some advice for the community. Ramadan is coming up. We're in the month of Sha'ban. Can you give us some advice around what we should do during the month of Sha'ban?
Wallahi, we still have a lot of opportunity, alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. The calendar of ISCJ, I can put it here on the camera just to show it to everybody. We love this calendar. We publish it every year. And today, according to the calendar, we have, alhamdulillah, the 12th of Sha'ban. We still have the 12th, the 13th, the 15th. If we can fast those days, it will be excellent, alhamdulillah. If you are not able to fast before those days. Stop your fasting after the 15th of Shaban till enter Ramadan, inshallah. By entering Ramadan, yes, we're going to be sad, we're going to be upset, we're going to be depressed, we're going to be not to pray a couple thousand people behind our cause. The last one was our young Hafiz. Alhamdulillah, if we miss that, build masjid in your house, you and your family only. Read the Quran, lead them in the Salat al-Tahajjud, lead them in Salat al-Taraweeh, I'm sorry, Salat Taraweeh, two rak'ah by two rak'ah by two rak'ah, and build your spirit. If you don't rebuild your spirit in the month of Shaban to enter Ramadan, you will find Ramadan is not a blessing month for you. And finally, I don't want to encourage my community to miss the opportunity to enjoy Ramadan at least this year with their family if the masjid is closed according to the law of New Jersey, which means you are the one can be happy with your family and you are the one make your family upset if you don't live Ramadan with them inside your house, inshallah.
Thank you, Imam Chebli. We understand there's an echo. We apologize. We just have not, we had some technical difficulties even earlier today. So we're just trying to figure out an alternative method just to get the program going. So we really apologize for that. And we do know there's an echo and we'll try to figure that out in the meantime. But I do want to continue on with this. Thank you, Imam.
You are
Imam, so as we've done in the previous weeks here, we've been trying to find out a little bit more about you and your family. And mashallah, you've been telling us these wonderful stories and stories that even your own kids didn't even know about. I found out last week, they didn't even know about that People Express one where you came from New Orleans to New Jersey and came back on the same day. And that's something great that we all benefit
that was
from just learning
confidential story.
about these different things.
That was confidential story. I don't release it till after 30 plus years because usually I'm not, releasing all those, what you call it, something privately happened between me and the society, but I leave it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Thank you, Imam. Imam, so question we have here is, so you mentioned Fajr.
Yes.
Now, today you said you stayed up after Fajr and talked to Qari Basit of MBIC today. But typically on a regular day, do you go back to sleep after Fajr or do you just stay up and you start your work stuff?
No, I took a nap. I took a nap after every Fajr because we leave the Fajr in the masjid, then I walk home. Then inshallah ta'ala, if I have that breakfast, I will take a little nap. Then I will start my day around 7:30, 8 o'clock, just to be with the community, because I know the community is not ready for me in that 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, everybody busy to go to New York, to go to job, to be on the road. But I start my Fajr and I take a nap. Then I start my day when I walk to the masjid to start from my day from almost the minute I enter the masjid till after Salat al-Maghrib, and between Maghrib and Isha, I stay at masjid, as you know, for counseling. Then I come back after Salat al-Isha, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Imam, so the next question that we have here is, we talked about food last time, favorite food. We talked about dessert. We talked about chai and coffee. But nobody asked you what your favorite fruit was, I think. So the people wanted to know, what's your favorite fruit?
Wallahi, my favorite fruit, exactly as I'm not sure if it's the American doctor or European doctor or some other national doctor said, apple a day, take the doctor away. You know that. If you eat one apple every day, it takes the doctor away from you. And I love all those doctors, include my doctor, the one who's working now in Texas. May Allah protect him and protect his family, Dr. Anwar. My favorite food is the apple. And you ask me why the apple is favorite for me? Because I was born in a field. My father, may Allah bless his soul, he put more than 900 apple trees in the mountain. And I believe last week, I sent you a picture for my family who are, cultivate the land today for those trees to have the apple. And I was growing up among those trees, cultivate the land, collect the apple, take it to the market, sell the apple, and when you don't have a food, I mean a 3 meal per day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you have nothing in front of you except to eat apple. And up till now, I love the apple and I favor the apple more than any other fruit around me.
Okay, so it's the apple, mashallah.
Yes, I
It's
like
the
the
apple.
apple.
Okay, very good. Imam Shibli, we talked about working out and exercise last week also. So then somebody asked, is when you were younger, how many push-ups can you do? And can you still do push-ups right now?
Wallahi, up to now I still do, but I don't like to release the number as the, push up. But the point, when I was a young, I never used this kind of gym. I don't use this kind of sport because I don't know about them. But my life was just working, carrying, walking behind the sheep, collect the apple boxes, put it on the head of the truck when we used to cycle, transfer those apples, which means my muscle was built when I was a young, not as go to the gym and pay money as my daughter Mariam do. But the point is, I used to do that exercise on my body. And I like to release you didn't ask me the question how I get 1 hour sun today for my vitamin. I was collecting the old leaves from around the playground of Dean and Jibril and Ahmed and Salma to play around it. I collect all the leaves with my mower for 1 hour. Alhamdulillah, I try to keep my body in a good shape. When I pray the 5 times of prayer, it helped me at least to stand up, to make my ruku and my sujood. But if you don't, give your body enough strength, you're going to pray sitting. And when I was in ISCJ still, when those young people, I don't know who gives them the idea, pray the Fajr, pray the Fard for rak'ah standing, but when you come to the Sunnah, you're still young, make it sitting. Why, brother, why you do that? You are not 99 years old. Stand up and make your 2 Sunnah standing, please, because your body is your friend 24 hours. If you don't take care about it, who's going to take care about your body?
I think that's a subcontinent thing. People from India, Pakistan, they want to pray the 2 rakah sunnah after Maghrib sitting down.
My question it's happened with me with my Sheikh Yusuf Islahi. Please let me report this to my community. Take it as a religious issue, not, something. Once we are in the Masjid, Brother Arif, in Salat al-Maghrib, and the issue between the Muslim, one people pray 2 rak'ah before, the Salah after the Adhan, and people, they don't pray any 2 rak'ah because you are in the time of Asr. Sheikh Yusuf Islahi was in the Masjid, sitting with me, talking to me. The Adhan was done. And I hold my body. Allah is my witness. I said, if Sheikh Yusuf Islahi stood up to make 2 rak'ah before the Iqamah, I will stand up and make 2 rak'ah exactly as my Sheikh Yusuf Islahi done. If Sheikh Yusuf Islahi keeps sitting, I will never stand up just to respect his school. Subhanallah, Brother Arif, the minute the Adhan said, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa anna Muhammad Rasulullah, Sheikh Islahi looked at to the right, look at the left, he saw 90% of the Jama'ah stood up. He stood up, alhamdulillah, offered 2 rak'ah before Salat al-Maghrib. I was the happiest man in that Salat, say, alhamdulillah, we have been doing this 2 rak'ah before Salat al-Maghrib, and our Sheikh Yusuf Islahi from India, did it. Which means if you don't have the power, how you are going to do those 2 rak'ah Sunnah as a standing, not in the time of any other prayer. And subhanallah, alhamdulillah, yes, I encourage myself and all my brothers and sisters, when you do salah, do it standing. قياما وقعودا وعلى جنوبهم. Standing, sitting, and in your shoulder. If you are in the bed, may Allah give us a good health. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen.
Ameen, ameen. Imam Shibli, I have to give you salams from two of your very, very close friends in the chat. And I know they're very near and dear to you. Not just imam and congregation relationship, but really from the heart. I know, and I'm going to give you the salams. So the salams that are coming right now is from Brother Oliver and Sister Marzia. So I'm giving the salams. I saw the salams and I have to give the salams to you on their behalf.
I like to say to Sister Mardiya first before Brother Ali, and to my brother Ali after my sister Marziya. I talked to them last week during this kind of a crisis, and we prayed together for the people of Iran, people for Qom. The people of Qom, they started, something very difficult for them, never ever happened before. It has happened before Mecca, it's happened before Medina, and Qom is one of the beloved city to our fourth Khalifa, Ali bin Abi Talib. May Allah bless their soul, and Sister Murdiya and Brother Ali and their kids are very close to my heart and with other Muslim family, and may Allah be with them. And I convey my message through Brother Ali and Sister Murdiya to give my salam to our Imam in Masjid Ali. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward him, Brother Razwan. He's doing good job there. And may Allah bring us together. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen.
Thank you, Imam Chebli. Imam Chebli, always the questions go around the food. So they want to know if you like fruit salad with or without the masala. You know what masala is?
Yes. Go
Simple
ahead.
answer, yes, he likes it.
Yes.
Alhamdulillah. All right, Imam Chebli, stay with me for a second. I have a special question from a different person. So why don't you be ready for this?
I
I
am
hope
ready.
everybody in the
I
YouTube can
will
see
be
this.
listening, and I will take my water to prepare myself to the answer, inshallah. ارجيني صورة البنت اللي حاطينها الموارد من يدي، معلش شايفها من بعيد. Oh, this Maryam.
Imam, were you able to see that and hear that?
I cannot hear that. I asked my daughter Marwa to give me the phone just to see Maryam. She is the neighbor of the masjid with her friend Sarah and Amir, all those kids, mashallah, with us every day. And may Allah reward her, reward her family. And mom, mashallah, coming to the masjid. Her father is Brother Khalid, taking care about our fundraising dinner. As you start today, I am encouraged Khalid, Brother Arif, I am encouraged Khalid, away from your ISCJ-TV, to open the channel as a fundraising dinner chairman, if I'm not mistaken, to start talking to the people today through his daughter Maria, and to ask the people, ISCJ is in need in your support to support the masjid through the media. We are not going to the masjid to open the boxes and everybody pass by and drop, but Brother Khalid through his team as a fundraising dinner committee, they can start that, and inshallah every week or every month he can, with the brother Sheikh Abbas Sheikh and the treasurer and the administrator, they can report to the community. This week we receive $0, next week we receive $1, next week we receive $10. At least that will help the masjid to keep open, inshallah, after Corona, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward them and reward his family. Ameen ya Rabbal Alamin.
All right, alhamdulillah. Again, I apologize to the community. It's just we've had a technology difficulties today, so we had a lot of things lined up, which just, alhamdulillah, it just wasn't meant to be. And we'll overcome that right now somehow. If we can't, then we'll do this again next Sunday with that. Imam Chebli, I know you watched the Nasheed night. What did you think about the Nasheed night?
I need more nasheed, because that is the sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. When he arrived to Al-Madinah Al-Munawwara, the lady, the man, the woman, all of them went outside the scarf of the Medina, and all of them was repeating the same nasheed, which I like it. I ask every kids to do it for me, every family, especially the people when we gather together to say, طلع البدر علينا من ثنيات الوداع وجب الشكر علينا ما دعا لله داع أيها المبعوث فينا جئت بالأمر المطاع جئت شرفت المدينة marhaban ya khayra da. Those kind of nasheed done by young women, by young man, by brother, by sister with Iman, it will clear our heart, brother Arif, to make our heart soft, because we are living with the dollar, we are living with the car, we are living with the internet, we are living with iPad, but we are not living with our spirit. And those kind of nasheed and night of the nasheed, it's very dear to my heart, just to purify our soul from inside. And may Allah reward all the munshideen, brother and sister who were with you, and make those nasheed, and may Allah reward their teachers, because their teacher are the one make them memorize those nasheed. Jazakumullah khair.
Alhamdulillah. Imam Chebli, okay, so that was good. How about the next, earlier, a couple days ago, we had a session on fitness and nutrition. Yeah, what was your thoughts on that session?
I was not surprised when you get very upset from the sister when you show her the box with the sugar. She tells you that's good. I like that, which means the sugar, the salt, and the white bread, try to stay away from it. And I learned from the Dr. Jazallah Khair, the brother Jazallah Khair, and he said, please put your schedule for every day. Today is Sunday, tomorrow Monday. I have some note in front of me what I supposed to do tomorrow, which means let us be ready. Let us be prepared to take care about everything about us. And I will report to you, Brother Arif. Yesterday, your brother in Islam, Imam Jamal Chebli, was on the air with the masjid. We call it ad-da'wah. He was telling about the story. Two Sahabi visit each other, and one of the Sahabi said, "Your body have the right on you. Your wife has a right on you. Your children has a right on you. We have to take care about this right from the fitness. Yes, we have to learn and practice what we learn from the brother and the sister. And I pray for both of them. May Allah give them a good health and good spirit, and may Allah reward them.
Thank you, Imam Chebli.
Jazakallah.
You mentioned Jamal Chebli, you mentioned Qari Basit, and I'm reminded of, can you talk to us about your relationship with Qari Basit and Imam Rauf? I know you're very close to both of them.
Really, Imam Rauf came to MCMC as an Imam from Long Island. He was the Imam of Masjid Al Quran, I believe. And somehow, when I visit his country, 1996, Guyana, and I was reported to him, he was surprised. Did you go to my country? I said yes. And Imam Rauf Zaman, Imam MCMC, graduated from the same college. I graduated from it, Kulliyat Usul al-Din in Cairo, but in different time. Maybe he's older than me, I'm older than him. I'm not going to release it. And subhanAllah, we went together to Hajj, Brother Arif. Me and Imam Qari Basit and Imam Rauf Zaman, we were in the same bus, same group, same jama'ah. And when you are there, you know each other more or more. Yes, we are communicate with each other about the Ramadan, about the Hajj, about the Eid, about some janaza, about some wedding. No, don't do the wedding. And I dropped 4 weddings upon the advice of many imam around me not to do our wedding neither in March or in April. And not only Imam Qari Basit or Imam Rauf, Imam Mendez and Imam, all the Imam in Trenton, Imam Mubin and Imam of Zubaydah, all those Imam, we talk to each other just as a jama'ah, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us to guide our community, because we are in the front line and the community depend on Allah first, then on advice of those Imam, inshallah.
So that's something new I learned too. I had no idea that you went to Guyana.
I did. I went to Guyana for 16 days. I enjoy it. I love the Guyanese people. They took me in those boats. They covered me with the plastic, fly over the water. And subhanallah, it was a good experience because Guyana have about 700,000 Muslims as a country. Then they have a day, they call it day, Nabi Day, Prophet Day. When they have that Prophet Day, which means the birthday of Prophet Sallam, the whole country shut down, and they invite me to go there 1996 to give the Friday khutbah in a masjid, Georgetown. The age of the masjid, 104 years. That was 1996. Add another maybe 20 years from that, subhanallah, that masjid still exists up till today. And the Guyanas, you know, we have sister from Guyana work with us in the office in the Zakat committee with her daughter. She's from Guyana, and Guyana is very, very dear to my heart because I spent some time with the people there, and we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept it. And if we have any chance to go back again to visit after Corona, Allah knows the best.
Inshallah, inshallah. Uh, Imam Chebli, what is your favorite dua and why?
My favorite dua is the dua Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam choose to make that dua in the best city in the world, in the best masjid in the world, between the two holy pole or holy corner of the world, Al-Hajar al-Aswad and Al-Rukn al-Yamani in around the Kaaba. And he sallallahu alaihi wasallam repeat the following dua, and I'm requesting everybody to repeat that dua, to say to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. The meaning of the dua, oh Allah, give us good in this dunya, good in the hereafter, and protect us from the hellfire. Why this dua was preferred to Rasulullah as preferred to me? The word why? Because include everything. You are not asking only for money or for health or for beauty or from property, but you ask Allah to give you the good of this dunya and the good of the hereafter and protect us from the hellfire. And I am repeating again, ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. And that is a dua in Surah Al-Baqarah, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept from all the brother and the sister. You do it during the night before Salat al-Fajr, after Salat Fajr, through this dua. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala put us in a good shape, not in bad shape, after this crisis around us. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen.
Well, thank you, Imam. Imam, question is, how is the family in Lebanon?
MashaAllah, family in Lebanon are doing good. It was reported to me through my brother Imam Hamad Chebli, because he called them every hour. They call each other. They are in chat every time. And one of them, he said to him, looks like we don't have a corona in our village, which means the people of the village, brother Arif, you know, working together, helping each other, sending the food of each other, giving, you know, some money here and there, you know, helping each other. But alhamdulillah, we try to communicate with them and do our best to be with them. And we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect your family, not only here, but in Pakistan, and everybody have some relationship or some relative, not in United States, in the other country. I encourage you to be attached with them. Give them hope. Tell them maybe our situation in America, not as a good situation in your country. Maybe you still have family around you. Here we don't have a related family except the Muslim and our neighbor, just to live with each other. And may Allah reward you for the question. And alhamdulillah, they are good. And we ask Allah to protect us and protect them.
Inshallah. I'm going to try one more time to share the video and see if that we can get that working. If it works, then we'll do it. If not, so Imam, let me know if you can hear this.
Assalamu alaikum, Imam Chebli.
Wa alaikum assalam.
You're feeling well, and I miss the message so much. I have a question for you. Can ladies be an imam, and how did you become an imam? And I miss the message too. Bye bye.
Imam, were you able to hear that?
I heard it. I like to return my greeting to my niece, and to her family. But if you can repeat the question, Brother Arf, from your side, I really appreciate that. What she said, the question.
She said, can a lady become an imam? And how did you decide to become an imam?
Okay, yes, the lady can be an imam, and one of the best imam in our life as a Muslim after the life of Rasulullah sallallahu was our mother Aisha, the wife of Rasulullah sallallahu and the daughter of Abu Bakr Siddiq. She used to be an imam for the time of the prayer, and she used to lead only the lady, only the lady. And instead, that imam to stand up in the middle of the musalla as the imam go to the mihrab, the lady will go back, the imam of the lady go back and stay in the middle of the line, just leave one foot between her and the lady to her right and her left side. And one year, we weren't able to accommodate all the musallin in ISCJ for Salat al-Taraweeh. I still remember I did ask my sister, Sister Adir Katovich, to lead the lady only from the other side of the building, and she was the imam of the lady only, and no man is allowed to pray behind a woman and imam. How I became an imam? I became an imam because my father wished me and my two brothers to be an imam. He sent us to boarding school. We went to Egypt. Jamal went to Al Madinah Al Munawwara, and we became an imam. Alhamdulillah, we are very happy to serve the community, and it is the best job for me and for every imam. That is the position of the Prophet without message. But we have the Quran to be in our hand. And I request Sarah and everybody around her, inshallah, one day they will be our imam to lead the lady only as a female, and the masjid is open for them. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Imam, how did it feel to see Maryam like that? Was that a good surprise?
Really, I like to see Maryam, I like to see Sarah, I like to see Amir, I like to see all the kids, coming to the masjid. I miss them, I cannot go to their house, but please make one session. I request you, Brother Arif, take my session out. Don't worry about it. I am your brother. Put one Sunday session only for those kids under the age of 10 or maybe 15, with the permission of
Inshallah.
the parents, because all the community, they like to see them because we are missing them from first line, second line. You know how much, Rayhan and his brother and all, Rayyan, I'm sorry, Rayyan and his brother, they compete for the muazzin and the younger muazzin. Our young muazzin who used to make the adhan, and he come to me, can I make the adhan for Salat Isha? Everybody loves his adhan. Bring those kids, because the kids are the future of ISCJ, and forget those, I mean, people by age, to respect them, I know that. But bring the kids to your show, and may Allah reward you.
Alhamdulillah. All right, Imam Chebli, we're going to go to another question. You ready? Let's see. I hope the audio works. No? I just don't know what's going on here, guys.
This is our baby brother Musa. You did not meet him.
Hold on. I think we got this. Imam, you can hear this now, I think.
Yes, I can.
Assalamualaikum, Imam Chebli. Hope you
Wa
are
alaikum assalam.
We miss you and the masjid too. This is our baby brother Musa. You did not meet him yet, but soon, inshallah, you will. We have one quick question for you. What was your favorite subject when you were growing up in school, and why? Take care of yourself. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. See, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala fulfill my dream to see more kids, and Brother Arif surprised me with that. Jazakallah khair. What was my favorite subject when I was in the school? My favorite subject was in my life, when I was in school, to read about the seerah, the life of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We call it history, we call it seerah, we call it al-maghazi, just to know who is this prophet was able to change the entire world only in 23 years. Yes, I love the Quran, I love the hadith, I love the history. I read about geography, not too much. I know. I have some calculus. I have all the subjects in my life. But the most dear subject to my life up to today, in my library, the more book I have it about the life of Rasulullah. And I will say to the kids, please make it your habit. How you love one of the singers, how you love one of your model, male or female, because you know too much about them. And if you don't know too much about your Prophet Muhammad, about his youth, about his business, about his family, about he became a husband, about the grandkids, when he used the grandkids to ride on the Prophet back when he was praying. And he said, I am the best rider, and I am the best camel, and you are the best rider. To answer the kids' question, the best favorite subject in my life up to today, read about my beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because the Quran spoke about it and the Hadith spoke about it, and we have to know. And Jazakumullah khair for this beautiful question, just to be our future thinking, inshallah.
We want to thank the grandchildren of Khalil Qureshi and Miss Shabana for sending in that beautiful video and asking those questions of Imam Chebli. Thank
Don't
you.
forget Musa. Don't forget Musa.
Yeah, Musa.
Musa was carrying by his sister. Musa is the last
Oh, mashallah, mashallah.
Quraysh family. May Allah protect all of them.
Ameen. All right, we are down to the next question.
Assalamualaikum, Imam Chebli. How
Wa
are
alaikum
you
assalam.
doing? I hope you're doing well. Don't forget, don't touch your face and always wash your hands. And now I'm going to tell you my favorite surah. My favorite surah is Surah Al-Quraysh. What is yours? My favorite color is yellow. What's yours? I hope you have a nice day. Bye.
Imam Chebli, that is Ross Masood's son,
Yes.
which makes that your grandson.
Yes, bye. And the word bye in English means wa alaykum assalam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. I believe his question was, what was my favorite color or something?
Yeah, favorite color and favorite surah.
Favorite color, which mean white, yellow, orange, or something else?
You gave 3 different colors.
No. I mean, the color is the color, the thin color, yes? Yeah, the most favorite color was to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam was the color of the white. And the reason the white, it gives you the feeling of the purity, no dirt on it, and very close to the color of the snow. And Jibreel alayhi salam, as a messengers of Allah, when he visited Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he was addressing white too. From this, because Jibreel loved the white and Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam loved the white, I believe Hamad Chebli like to love the white, but not all the time. My wife allowed me to dress white jalabiya, because the minute I sit in the car, it came dirty. The minute I go to the masjid from the chair, it comes dirty, which means the white, you dress it only in the time you are, inshallah, in salah, in the mihrab, when you come to the masjid. And look at the head of the entire Muslim, with exception when they dress their turban, small turban, as the Imam habit one, you will see the head of the entire masjid is a white, which means the white color is religious one, more preferable. And I hope, inshallah ta'ala, Allah will make our hearts are white on the day of judgment with our face. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen.
Alhamdulillah. All right, Imam Chebli, the questions are going to keep coming.
Wallahi, we ask Allah to reward all of them. MashaAllah, MashaAllah, MashaAllah.
Assalamu alaikum, Imam Chebli. My name is Bilal. I'm 9 years old, and can I lead the prayer if my dad and brother is behind me at home?
Imam, did you hear that question?
Yes, I heard it, and I want to repeat it. Zaidan, I like your name, number one, and my daughter Maryam got jealousy of you. All her kids, they started by the Zaid. Zaidan and Zahran and Zaid and other name, and that is the name, mashallah, was the one of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, brother in Islam who served him, and may Allah reward you. Yes, in this age, in 9 years, if you are able to read Surah Al-Fatiha in a proper way, after you review it with Sheikh Mamdouh and Sheikh Ahmad and Sheikh Ahmed Ashur, and you read it in a proper way, Surah Fatiha and other short surah, yes, you can be an imam and a leader and a da'iyah in your house. And when you come to masjid, inshallah, you will be our imam in the future. Because the young Sahaba, they started leading the salah when they were younger than you and younger, than 9 years. And if you have the chance to use the media and go to the website or go to the YouTube and go to all those media of putting the young Muslims leading thousand Muslims in the masajid, believe me, they are in your age and younger than you. Don't misestimate yourself. Do it. Lead the prayer, and Allah reward your parent by allowed you to be their imam in your house. Ameen ya Rabbal Alamin.
All right, we're next to the next question, inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum, Imam Chebli. My name is Omar, and I have this question. Why does Surah Al-Tawbah have no Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim at the beginning?
Imam, were you able to hear that?
I was able to see his beautiful T-shirt with the gap. I like that. With yellow, blue color in the car. He recorded that from the car. But the question was have something echo. You repeat it for me, Brother Arif. I will appreciate that.
Why is there not Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim in Surah Al-Tawbah?
Okay, why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not put Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim in chapter 9, Surah Al-Tawbah or Surah Al-Fatiha? That is the decision of Allah. We don't like to go too much detail. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with His mercy, he was dealing with Surah Tawbah, looks like in the end of the surah before that, because the kuffar of Mecca who tortured the Muslim and they asked the Muslim to leave Mecca and do all this thing, in the beginning of the surah, they broke their promise. They broke their promise between them and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And when you say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, supposed to come mercy and rahmah over the people Allah speak about them. But because the kuffar, they broke the promise between them and Allah, the ulama said Allah does not reveal Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim in the beginning of the surah. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah Al-Naml, He repeat one more time Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim when the King Sulaiman wrote the letter to Balqis and he said, Innahu min Sulaymana wa innahu Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. There are 114 surah in the Quran and 114 in the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, which means 114 surah, 114 Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. And I would say Allah knows the best, inshallah.
Inshallah. Thank you, Imam Chebli. For the audience, we're already at almost the 1 hour mark and we had all these technical difficulties. Save the questions for next week and we'll get them. So Dr. Kisser, I see your question. Brother Kaja, I see your question. Let's save that for next week and we'll cover that. As we've been doing since we started this series with Imam Chebli is towards the end, we want to give a few reminders and then Imam Chebli will close with a dua for Sister Marzia. I see it, so I'll mention that to Imam when we get to the dua part. And there's a couple of people that are sick in the community, so we'll ask Imam Chebli to make the dua. Before we get to that, I want to make a couple other announcements. Number one is sincere apologies for the technical difficulties at the start and the throughout. I'll take responsibility for that and we'll solve that going forward, inshallah, next time. So please forgive me for that. That's number one. Number two, Monday night. So the Sahaba stories with Shomel Malik. Tuesday night, Faraz will come back with story time, inshallah. And this is late breaking news. Late breaking news. Wednesday at 8 p.m. We are going to have live interactive the Mayor of South Brunswick, Charlie Carley, and Police Chief Ray Heiduka. That is confirmed for Wednesday, inshallah. So that is going to be a really great program and opportunity to hear from the leadership of our township, inshallah. So keep that in mind. So we have stuff coming up Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and something will be lined up for Thursday too. We're working on a really good program for Thursday too. But I'm not ready to announce that because we're working behind the scenes to get a confirmation of that. So alhamdulillah, we continue to hope that the community finds benefit in these programs. We're trying to provide a variety of programs and information that the entire community will find beneficial, alhamdulillah. Imam Chebli, Sister Marzia has asked dua for brother Sayyid Mushin Naqvi from MFI. He passed away yesterday. So the brother's name is Sayyid Mushin Naqvi from MFI. The Sister Marzia has requested a dua for that person that passed away. And then also, to my knowledge, I know there's other people that are sick. The people that has come to my attention that you know and I know at least is Brother Ahmed Khan, the librarian of ISCJ. His wife is not doing well and has been in the hospital for a week or so. It's not COVID related for the community, but just letting you guys know because people automatically assume that. That's number one. And then it's come to my attention, the wife, Brother Hossam Ardini from our longtime weekend school, is not doing well either. So if we can make dua for her full shifa and quick recovery also, inshallah. So Imam, please close this session with the duas for the people that have passed away and those that are sick, inshallah.
Inshallah, we pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala together. A'udhu billahi min ash-shaytan ar-rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه ومن سار على هديه إلى يوم الدين. وقال ربكم ادعوني أستجب لكم. اللهم اغفر لأحيائنا وأمواتنا. اللهم اغفر لصغيرنا وكبيرنا. اللهم اغفر لذكرنا وأنثانا. اللهم اغفر لحاضرنا وغائبنا. اللهم يا ربنا من أحييته منا فأحيه على الإسلام ومن توفيته منا فتوفاه على الإيمان. اللهم يا ربنا أنت الشافي وأنت المعافي. اللهم يا ربنا لا شفاء إلا شفاؤك فارزقنا وجميع المرضى شفاء لا يغادر سقما. اللهم يا مفرج الكروب فرج الكرب عنا وعن جميع عبادك يا رب العالمين. اللهم يا رافع الظلم ارفع الظلم عنا وعن جميع عبادك يا رب العالمين. اللهم يا ربنا كن معنا ولا تكن علينا. اللهم يا ربنا احفظنا من بين أيدينا واحفظنا من خلفنا واحفظنا من ورائنا واحفظنا عن أيماننا واحفظنا عن شمائلنا واحفظنا من تحتنا. اللهم يا ربنا أنت ولينا في الدنيا والآخرة. اللهم يا ربنا لا تكلنا إلى أنفسنا طرفة أعين. اللهم يا ربنا كن معنا ولا تكن علينا. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. Upon the request of Brother Arif to mention all the name of the family and the member of ISCJ asked about it, the wife of Brother Hassan Madrini, the wife of Brother Ahmed Khan, Brother Sayyid Muhammad Taqwi, Sayyid Taqwi, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala be with them. The one who passed away, may Allah give him the Jannah, and the one is sick, may Allah give them the full shifa. And all of us, let us recite Surah Al-Fatiha as a dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to protect all of us. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. صدق الله العظيم. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.
Assalamu alaikum, my ISCJ community. Thank you, Imam Chebli, as always.
جزاك الله خير حبيبي.
Assalamu alaikum.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. الله يجزيك الخير ويرضى عليك ويبارك فيك ويخليك.